In an unexpected turn of events, the US Federal Reserve has just reported a staggering $100 billion loss for 2023. Now, this isn't your everyday financial hiccup. This is a result of interest payments on the federal debt, which have surpassed the Fed's earnings for the year. Let's take a moment to digest some key figures here. The Fed's interest rate currently sits at a significant 5.25%, a far cry from the near-zero rate we saw in March 2022. The US debt? It's hovering around a mind-boggling $33 trillion. And let's not forget the US deficit for this fiscal year, clocking in at a cool $1.6 trillion. As the dust settles, investors are left wondering, what does this mean for interest rates and risk assets like Bitcoin? The aftershocks of the Fed's loss are likely to ripple across the markets. But for Bitcoin, it might just be a blessing in disguise. Let's talk about stocks first. This news could potentially squeeze corporate earnings, especially if the Fed decides to hike rates further. The resultant pressure could send stocks on a roller coaster ride. But hey, let's flip the coin and look at Bitcoin. With the US government's debt ceiling appearing to be limitless, Bitcoin might just be the lifeboat investors are looking for. It could serve as a hedge, a safe haven amidst the economic turbulence. This situation might have investors flocking to Bitcoin, perceiving it as a more reliable asset in these uncertain times. But let's not ignore the elephant in the room. If the Fed decides to raise interest rates again, the crypto market could face headwinds. The potential upside for Bitcoin is clear, but if the Fed decides to raise interest rates again, the crypto market could be in for a rough ride. As the Fed's losses loom, it's time to reflect on the past and ponder the future. Let's rewind to 2020 and 2021, when the Fed was on a bond-buying spree, a strategy aimed at dodging a recession. Fast forward to now, and those moves seem to be coming back to haunt them. The losses they're facing could potentially double by the year 2024. This brings us to a crucial question. Is the US government's debt situation sustainable, or are we staring down the barrel of a financial meltdown? And where does Bitcoin fit into all this? As the traditional financial infrastructure teeters, Bitcoin and other cryptocurrencies could emerge as a beacon of stability, attracting more investors. As the financial landscape shifts, will you seize the opportunity and bet on Bitcoin, or will you play it safe? The choice is yours.